if you're alive, you have disagreements. It's just part of being a person. It could be a disagreement about a deal. It could be a disagreement with one of your kids. It could be a disagreement with your spouse. If you look at the newspaper, most of the news at its core is often just about disagreements. And here's the thing about disagreements. Usually both sides are absolutely convinced that their perspective is the correct one. And that's because everyone sees the world through their own glasses. Two people can stand in the exact same moment and walk away with two completely different experiences of what just happened. One of my kids loves to debate. Whatever I say, he'll jump on debating the other side. And what I start to say to him is, well, can you articulate the other side of the issue? Because if you can't actually make the case for the opposing position, then what you're saying isn't actually an opinion, it's really dogma. So that's the real test. Can you see it from the other side? Right? Now, seeing someone else's perspective isn't just about saying, oh yeah, I kind of get they have a viewpoint too. It's actually trying to put yourself in their shoes. That takes into account their history, their life experience, what else might be going on for them right now. It takes into account how they were raised. It could be their particular personality. It could be what kind of day they're having. There's so much that goes into someone's perspective. There's a quote that I love, which is that everything makes sense with enough information. So what I'd ask you to try is that next time you're in a disagreement, you can pause, hold on to the experience, right? Your experience is totally legitimate. But at the same time, try to actually see the world from where the other person is standing. Because what I've seen is that when you do that, when you can actually communicate to them that you understand where they're coming from, oftentimes the disagreement may just evaporate. And even when it doesn't, it opens the door for them to start seeing it from your perspective too. So that's an idea. Welcome you to try it out over the weekend or at work, and I will talk to you soon.